Barq's, known for its delicious flavor and bite, was founded in Biloxi, Mississippi by Edward Charles Edmund Barq. In 1897, Barq moved from New Orleans to Biloxi and opened the Biloxi Artisan Bottling Works. Barq then began experimenting with formulas for soft drinks, and in 1898 developed the recipe for his now famous root beer. By 1902, the name of the company had been changed to Barq's Bottling Works. Barq's root beer became instantly popular. It originally wasn't considered a root beer for quite some time due to some unique differences. Barq's contained less sugar, was sarsaparilla-based, had more carbonation, and had less of a foamy head than other root beer brands. Eventually, root beer was added to the name. In the 1920s, Prohibition caused an increase in Barq's sales. It was also around this time that the traditional slogan, "Drink Barq's, it's good," first appeared. It has kept this simple slogan for more than a century. Barq was one of the few drink inventors to design his own bottle. He patented a 12-ounce diamond neck bottle in 1935, which all Barq's were bottled in. Most other soda bottles at the time were either 6 or 8 ounces, and Barq's sold for the same price as those smaller bottles, which may have contributed to its initial success. Barq's root beer was produced in the small building on Keller Avenue until 1937, at which time production relocated to Biloxi's Lemuse Street. By this time, the company also had 62 bottling plants in 22 states, mainly located in the South. For a period of time in 1938, caffeine was banned in root beer by the federal government, so a caffeine-free formula had to be created. Eventually, the ban for caffeine-free root beer was lifted, allowing the original formula to be produced again. To this day, Barq's root beer is one of the only brands that contains caffeine. The 1950s and 1960s brought continued growth for Barq's. They were an integral part of Mardi Gras for many years, and also participated in local parades along the Gulf Coast. The 1970s spurred a health craze, so Barq's introduced its sugar-free root beer, and it too was an immediate success. In 1976, John Corner and John Ott bought the company from the Barq family and moved its headquarters to New Orleans. Barq's started to market nationally and was being bottled in over 400 plants. In 1995, Barq's was purchased by the Coca-Cola Company, which did not yet have a significant root beer brand of its own. Coca-Cola actually tried to produce their own root beer called Rex to compete with Barq's. It was introduced in the 1960s, but discontinued in the 70s. After they purchased Barq's, they expanded the line to include diet root beer, French vanilla cream, red cream soda, and Barq root beer floats. Since 1995, Barq's has marketed with the slogan, "Barq's has bite." This slogan has been featured in numerous television advertisements and would typically feature a Barq's salesman going door to door to tell people, "Barq's has bite." The customers would take a sip and have an energetic reaction. The memorable advertising continued throughout the 90s with Barky the dog and Barq 2s. Barq 2s were a successful in-pack tattoo promotion, where temporary tattoos were put inside 12-packs. Hundreds of supermarkets even had Barq 2 parlors. Shoppers could step inside to have a Barq 2 applied and try a sample. So when was the last time you had an ice-cold Barq's? Their nice, creamy, caramelized taste, balanced with its caffeinated kick and its firm ginger bite, can really hit the spot.